2 packs of these pink children's curtains that I never used because they were too small for my window.
So for context, I'm making a Sleeping Beauty dress out of some old curtains that I found in my attic.
Come to a realization that if I am going to actually do this project, I'm going to need better scissors than this. So let's go steal my mom's.
And with that, I actually forced myself and convinced myself to somehow do this project despite having absolutely no idea what I was doing and no skills whatsoever when it comes to sewing. Oh, and here's my cats. Do you want to join me?
So I'm gonna get my thread while I'm here. Here's thread. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think this is pretty much the pink we need. Is a lighter pink. Yeah, those are all purples. I'm not colorblind. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Do I have a plan for this dress? No. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Have I ever made a dress before? No. So, to be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm thinking. I don't know why I just assumed that I would be good at this because honestly, I'm pretty bad at sewing. Please just be patient with me. I literally don't know what I'm doing. Okay. We have the thread, we have the scissors that we need. What else do we need? Strength, courage, determination, free time, a will to live. I'm so funny. Goodbye. I love you. Mwah, good night. Mars.
And after listening to those obnoxious geese outside and returning to the warmth of my comfy, cozy home, I laid out both of my fabrics. I had to unwrap the second package because I had only unwrapped one for some reason, and I marked where my waist was going to be. And I don't have a ruler, so I used a piece of cardboard, and I left for some reason. And here I am pinning the 2 pieces of fabric together so that I can cut them in a straight line without it being ruined. And then here I measured out my waist exactly, and I cut out a waistband. Well, first I pinned the fabric together and cut out a waistband the exact length of my waist, so then I can pin the fabric onto that.
Now for the fun part. We need to take this and we need to thread it onto a bobbin. So as soon as I find a spare one, we're gonna do that. Why do we have 2 black bobbins?
After solving that little mystery of why I had 2 black bobbins, I laid out both of my fabrics and I put them on top of each other with the right size facing inward. And then here is where I noticed that I cut them wrong or something. I didn't pin them the correct way when I was originally cutting them, and then they were uneven edges, but it doesn't really matter. It's fine. You can't even notice anyway. Anyway, I pinned both of the sides together, and then I pinned the sides that I was going to sew together. And this is me sewing it, and I made the mistake of sewing it the wrong way, so I have to push all the fabric through the machine as I go instead of it being on the outside. So don't do what I did. Always make sure that the rest of your fabric is on the left side of your machine, or whichever side is the opening. Here I am ironing my waistband so that it's nice and flat and it doesn't keep unraveling. Here I am pinning and pleating the fabric onto my waistband, and it takes an eternity to do so. I think that the part that took the most time was probably the pleating, and I didn't even work hard to make sure that they were even. Most people would probably, but like I like to say, imperfection is perfection. Nothing says that something's homemade than something that is obviously imperfect. So this is me laying it out and turning over my waistband and pinning it again.
Okay, I'm kind of trying it on right now.
In case you couldn't tell by my gasps and my sighs, I was very happy with how this turned out. I mean, I haven't worn a dress like this in so long. When I was younger, I used to wear my Sleeping Beauty dress all the time, especially while watching Sleeping Beauty. And I was very happy with how it was, and I almost started crying because it was just so nostalgic, and I felt like a princess, even though that's very corny, and I only had like an unfinished skirt on. But anyways, here I was ironing down the pleats and the waistband to make sure that everything was pressed flat and wouldn't get messed up while I sewed it on. And I tried my best not to iron the actual pins themselves because that would have been a disaster. Don't do it. While you enjoyed the next 5 hours of me sewing, I'm going to explain to you why I chose Sleeping Beauty. I chose Sleeping Beauty simply because she was my favorite growing up. And the reason that she was my favorite growing up is that she had a pink dress. Yeah, I was a very simple child. Please don't attack me for that. My favorite color was pink. She wore pink for 13 seconds of her movie, and I liked that. But anyway, here you can see me pricking my finger. Ow. It wasn't very fun. Did you know that Sleeping Beauty is only in her movie for 18 minutes? Oh, here's me flipping the skirt inside out and doing a pretty bad job at it for some reason. But Sleeping Beauty is only in her movie for 18 minutes of the entire thing. Like half of it she's asleep. I don't know why I liked her. Anyway, this is me almost crying after I put it on because I felt like a princess, and then me attempting to do the bodice.
I'm gonna hopefully do this right.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I am in no way a professional, and this video should not be used by any means as a tutorial because I had no idea what I was doing myself. I wasn't even following a tutorial. So I recommend actually going on YouTube and searching for a tutorial if that's what you're looking for. But anyway, this is me cutting out shapes for the bodice. These are the shapes cut out. I was very quiet because my parents were asleep.
I'm not quite sure where the other half went. This is what everything looks like right now. We got the skirt, the fabrics everywhere. Got the other half of the bodice over here. My parents just went to bed. It is 10:45. Tired? Maybe. Do I want to get this done? Yes. So let's work.
And with those words of wisdoms, work I did. I went to bed about 30 minutes after this, woke up the next day, finished the bodice with a lace-up back, and didn't really record any of it, except for this, simply because I didn't want to. And again, I had no idea what I was doing, and I did not want to have to deal with the stress of having to record and tell you what I was doing. So, with that said, here's the big reveal. Thanks for watching. Bye!